race for the World Series crown is down to 8, and a capacity crowd is in postseason form as we get you ready for this one. It's Game 1 of the National League Division Series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and you can see how these two teams stack up. And it's hard to say exactly who you'd give the edge to right now. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if the pitchers were the guys that got the upper hand in this series.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
Now taking the field, welcome your 2015 Chicago Cubs.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. We'll hear plenty more from the guys moving forward, but before we do, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals, as manager Mike Matheny will line his guys up this way. On the mound to face these guys, one of the more consistent left-handers around, as you see the numbers there for the former All-Star John Lester. And there's a look at the defensive alignment for the Cubs here. John Jay will come forward to lead things off as this NL Division Series is about to take flight.
And these guys come in here on a high following their wild card victory. So even though they won't have the home field advantage, they do have that momentum going for them and a postseason win under their belts already.
And this is hit weakly in fair territory up the line. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. Matt Carpenter will stand in, one of the heroes of the wild card game victory that got him into this division series.
Yeah, he had some pressure-filled at-bats in that ball game. He delivered in a big way.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Should be a picture-perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch. Now Lester's 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game, and you want to work the count a little, but those were two pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
And he struck him out.
How nice would it be to come out and set the tone for this ball game right away? You take the front part of the order and get him out 1, 2, 3. He's looking for that number 3 hitter right now.
This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Now here it comes. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. 0-2 now from Lester. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. It's the Cardinals nothing. Cubs coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. A look there at the starting lineup for the Cubs now. They'll match up against the MVP of the 2013 NLCS, the very difficult-to-solve right-hander Michael Wacha. And the Cardinals behind him will look like this defensively. Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Here's the pitch. And this is on the ground toward the hole. And that is through into right field for a single.
That curveball is going to be an important pitch for him to locate going forward. This one's not terrible, but it is over the plate. It gets turned into a leadoff single.
Stepping in now, Chris Bryant, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike one. And you figure to see that changeup more and more as this day progresses.
And the first time through the lineup, you want these guys to know that you've got this pitch in your arsenal. Sometimes pitchers want to hold on to pitches and not show everything right away, but...
And hold on there, he got him. Trying to swipe second base, but he's gunned down for the out.
Well, this is mano a mano right here. You've got a very good base stealer squaring off against, I'd say, the best defensive catcher in baseball in Molina. Yachty can shut down just about any running game, and he guns his guy down here.
Here's the 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Full count offering on its way. Here's a bouncing ball now up the middle, and it's going to sneak its way into center field for a one-out base hit.
A good job there of making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And he tries to go to a knee to block it, but it's by him down the right field line.
Boy, you want to wake up call as an infielder? How about this one? That's just a duck and cover there.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one.
Boy, this is an ideal start here so far in game one. You get the scoreless top half. And now, right away, you've got an opportunity here to score first and really put the pressure on right from the outset of this series.
Called strike 0-2.
And this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Where are you going here?
I'm throwing that same pitch again. Make him prove that his plate discipline is such that he can lay off it twice in a row.
Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Austin Jackson digs in at the plate. First offering on the way. In there, 0-1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
He's set, now the pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Seems like he's missed his spots a few times here already.
Yeah, he hasn't been overly sharp, that's for sure. He hasn't caught up to him yet, but he's going to need to find that rhythm.
Here's the ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. We played an inning. No score. Brandon Moss will lead things off in the inning for St. Louis, and he'll be followed by Yadier Molina, who waits on deck. Now the first pitch here from Lester. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
That's just a great spot for the fastball against a hitter like this. Just off the plate enough to make him offer, but not good enough that he can do anything with it.
Well, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Boy, that curve of his is so darn tough, especially right on the heels of that fastball. It's 20 miles an hour slower, and it dips down hard at the end.
Now Lester deals the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he's got that strikeout pitch working now. That's 3 in a row for him as there's 1 away.
Third strikeout for him now. Got him out front a little bit here. He winds up turning this pitch over nicely, and he gets him to swing right through it.
Here's the first offering. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The pitch. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Batting 6, shortstop, Johnny Peralta.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Johnny Peralta. First pitch coming. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start in that bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
Now the 1-1 to Peralta. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And he will get him at first on a fine spin and throw from short right, and that ends the inning. We'll see the exciting young shortstop Starlin Castro lead things off when we return. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. And there is the aforementioned Mr. Castro. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Now the first pitch. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Pitch on the way. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball, but this will wind up foul, still 0-2. Now another 0-2. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. The 0-2 once more. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Here comes Waka on a 1-2. Now a swing and a miss as Castro was retired here for the first out.
And this turned out to be a question of who'd blink first. I mean, these are two elite players in this game, neither of whom will back down from anybody. That was a heck of a battle there. The good news is there'll be others to come.
That's hit sharply past the mound and on into center field for a one-out single.
As a hitting coach, that's what you want your hitters to do. Hit the ball right back up the middle. You get into bad habits when you try to pull everything, but here just stays right on it, picks up a solid one-out single.
Now here's the first pitch. John Lester stands in as he looks at a called strike. He's set, now the pitch. Misses the bunt attempt, and we'll see what's up now on 0-2.
Yeah, that's just not really good form right there. He's just kind of jabbing at that thing.
Pause, now the pitch. And they will have him bunting with one away as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Yeah, this early in the game, to me, this is the right decision. You give that guy at the top of your lineup a chance to drive in a run with a simple base hit.
Into the box, Addison Russell swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Under it now is Holiday, and he's got it no problem to end the inning. Cubs strand one. We'll move to the third with no score. Colton Wong will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Here it comes. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing.
Here comes another 0-2. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
Swing, and I believe this one is going to find the seats as well. It does, so quite a battle here as it remains 1-2. Fouled back. Here's another 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And you know what, guys? This is a big league battle going on right now. Neither guy wanting to back down. No sign of weakness on either side.
And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. And that's off his leg on the mound. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Matt Adams comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, I think there's something to be said for being patient, and then there's being overly patient. I mean, especially with 2 strikes, you've got to protect the plate up there. But he looks at 4 pitches, and he never even took the bat off his shoulder.
And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike. And now a pitch on the way. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. And he got him. Down in order go the Cardinals. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Dexter Fowler makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Center fielder, Dexter.
3rd baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. And the pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Another 0-2 home. And Fowler swings and misses as he's retired for round number 1.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, he'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Now here's the first pitch. Chris Bryant is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
That is the hardest first pitch to look for because you just can't wait long enough. Not only is it a hard pitch to hit, but it sets up everything else you have.
Hammered the other way to deep right field. And that one is out of here. Planted into the right field bleachers. Solo shot to right center. His first homer here in the series. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Normally, when you hear guys talking about pitches that hang, they're talking about the curveball, maybe a slider, but this is a cut fastball. It just hangs. You see it there, just right out over the heart of the plate. He doesn't miss it.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
And these guys already have 1 home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
Miguel Montero will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. First pitch coming. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Montero waits. Now the pitch. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. To his left now is Peralta. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. 3 complete from Wrigley Field. It's now 1-0 Chicago. John Jay will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Out in front of it as this is pulled down the line to first. But this is foul for the first strike. Now Lester's 0-1. Swing, hard hit ball to second. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Not exactly the most convincing base hit you're ever going to see, but it's going to finally get him into that hit column, and at this point, they'll take anything they can get, and he's on with an infield single.
Matt Carpenter will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. One man gone for the Cardinals in the fourth. And here's the left fielder, Matt Holliday. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball, 1-1. 1-1 on its way from Lester. Lined hard into left. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Well, I thought the shutout was going to be over once I saw this ball hit. But the ball does wind up being pretty much right at him, and he's able to get a glove on it and keep him out of the run column.
Into the box now, Brandon Moss, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The next pitch. And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now.
Oh, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
And he has a cut at that one, but misses 2-1.
Pretty gutsy pitch there. 2-0 changeup for a strike.
And a strike on the fastball. So from 2-0, it's 2-2 now. He's ready. Now the pitch. That's hard hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home. And the run will score from second to tie the ball game at 1-1.
And nothing gains momentum more than a two-strike, two-out RBI. He just stays with his ball nicely, and that'll fire up the whole dugout.
Yadier Molina will try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball one. He's ready now. The pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Foul. Ready now on 1-1. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit.
And a good job there of keeping the inning alive. That's all you needed to do. Well, now one more two-out knock, and they get that run right back.
Johnny Peralta will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
That's just another cut fastball, trying to work that thing back to the outside corner. But he's not getting that call right now, nor is he getting guys to chase it.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Cards forced to settle for 1. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go, all tied at 1-1. Austin Jackson will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth. Now the first pitch. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Waka delivering a 1-1. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Here comes a 2-2. And Jackson swings and misses as he's gone on strikes for the first out. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. Both guys pretty close, top speeds of 95 and 94. Starlin Castro will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. First pitch to him. Too high with the fastball here. It's 1-0. Here's a 1-0. Now a swing and a ground ball. Foul. Bases are empty, one man out. The 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch, good for strike 2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
3-2 pitch. Now he takes something off there as this is skied out to deep center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, this is why you have your speediest outfielder in center field. He doesn't have to be your best outfielder, but he's got to be able to track some things down, and this is why they've got him out there right now. What a brilliant play.
In is Jorge Soler. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Here's the 1-0. 2-0 now.
And that's another good pitch. Again, ideally, you want to get this guy so you have the pitcher leading off the next time around, but if you have to walk him and take your chances against the pitcher, so be it.
Called a strike on the inside part of the plate, 2-1. And that one finds the target on the outside corner, 2-2. Sets the 2-2 pitch. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Colton Wong will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Second baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1.
He's just cruising out there now. I'll tell you, this may turn into a game of first team to 2 wins.
This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. Reaches for one and slaps it down the line at 3rd. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. And boy, what a battle brewing here as he fouls yet another pitch into the seats. Still stuck on 0-2. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Yeah, you could tell right there, 0-2, he's just thinking about protecting the plate. And he nearly chased a bad one there, but he caught himself at the last possible instant.
Again, a 1-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. He'll try again, 1-2. Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Matt Adams will dig in here. Took a called 3rd strike his first time. Out in front as he lifts a fly ball out toward right field. Under this one is Soler, and he'll handle it for the first out.
The first thing a pitcher does when he walks out of the tunnel here at Wrigley, he'll take a look at those flags and see which way they are blowing. I mean, this place, it can play like two totally separate ballparks from one day to the next.
Michael Waka shows bunt on the first pitch, but he pulls it back 1-0. Only play will be to first for Montero, and the sacrifice works.
And in a tie ball game, this is not a surprise to see the pitcher putting one down here with one away. Now at least to give your leadoff man a chance to bring in that go-ahead run with 2 outs.
John Jay will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And that's just shy of the baskets and off the ivy. And on the error, a run is going to score. Oh, and this takes off on him as it's over his head.
Yeah, I don't even know if I want to touch this. I have a feeling that when these guys get back to the dugout, we're going to be able to hear what their manager is saying from up here.
Matt Carpenter will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Now here it comes. Carpenter out in front a bit here as he pulls this one foul into the seats down the right side. 0-2 now from Lester. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
I don't think there are too many guys in this lineup that could have laid off that 0-2 pitch. That's a real tough take.
And he'll reach to knock this ball down.
The left fielder, number 7.
So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And here's the left fielder, Matt Holliday. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Now he takes something off there as this is skied out to deep center field. And Fowler will put this one away to retire the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and a runner left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Cubs 1. John Lester will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
Fouled straight back. Now the pitch. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Addison Russell waits on deck. Payoff pitch coming. Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. The 3-2 one more time. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Well, that's just some indecision there on 3-2. You know, he's thinking, should I swing? You could just see him try and hold up, but by that point, he'd already broken the plane. That's an easy call.
Now the first pitch is in the air out toward right field. Moss is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2.
Wow, he's using that fastball to devastating effect out there now. He gets another out here. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
And here's the first pitch. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, neither offense has really made a huge impact so far, but finally maybe a little sign of life. He drives this ball for 2 bases, and even though they've had trouble scoring runs, they're not out of this thing by a long shot. A couple more of these could get it right back into it.
Standing in now, Chris Bryant, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
And you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around, and that's a good job to start this guy with strike 1.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
Look into Molina, now the 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
And now what do you go with here on the 1-2 count? I got a feeling that this one won't be in the strike zone either.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2 and 2. That was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Brandon Moss will lead things off in the inning for St. Louis, and he'll be followed by Yadier Molina, who waits on deck. Here's the first offering. Fastball in there for a called strike. Here comes the pitch to Moss. Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. And the 6th inning opens with a fly out, 1 away.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
So the leadoff man retired here. That'll bring up Yadier Molina. First pitch coming. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Solo shot to right center. His first homer so far in the series. And the Cardinals open it up now. It's 4-1.
This is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Here's Johnny Peralta now.
Shortstop, Johnny Peralta.
As he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
And we'll check out the pitches by inning, and you can see he's up to an even 80 pitches now, so I'd imagine they'll start keeping a little closer tabs on him out there.
Colton Wong is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
And he misses there, 1-2.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
And here's a swing, and another chance out there is short. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
Well, this would have taken a superhuman effort right here, deep in the hole. You see, he doesn't have time to plant himself, so he just leaps into the air, fires it across the diamond. Just a great effort, but this was always going to be a base hit.
Here's Matt Adams now. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Down and away, ball 1.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Another 1-2 delivery. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Stays alive here as this is fouled off to the right. Here's another 1-2. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit.
Yeah, and you know, he just couldn't put him away here with 2 strikes. He goes to the fastball, hoping to get out of the inning, but this is hit pretty hard, and now he's got a second man on base to deal with, 2 away.
Stepping in now, Michael Walker, as Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike 1.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hat.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
And you can't make this easy.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but that's the 3rd strike and the 3rd out. Side is retired. Cardinals get 1 in the inning thanks to Yadier Molina. Through 5 1/2, St. Louis leads it 4-1. Anthony Rizzo will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. First offering on the way. He goes the other way as this is hit well out toward deep left field. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Miguel Montero will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Under it is Carpenter, and that's out number 2.
Well, sometimes when you miss with your location, it actually works to your benefit. I mean, this pitch is further up than I think he wants it, but hey, it works out for him.
Austin Jackson will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Pitch on the way. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. 6th inning. 4-1 is our score. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. A 2-1 offering. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Here he comes on 2-2. Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. John Jay will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Center fielder, John Jay.
There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Trevor Cahill is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Batting in the 5th spot, number 53, Trevor Cahill. Now playing left field and batting in the 8th spot, Number 8, Chris.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. Here it comes. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
Matt Carpenter will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. The 1-0. Runner goes for second. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Oh, and he rips this one to first. And he'll have himself a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
And the rich keep getting richer. 2 straight hits to start the inning, and now they can really look to salt this one away.
Matt Holliday will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And he will make the catch here on the edge of the warning track as he was just able to get back there and put it away for the first out.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only 1 away.
Brandon Moss will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. You have to figure that sinker's... Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center. And I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. So a 3-run shot to left center. His first homer here in the series, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, when you give up a clutch homer like that this late in the game that gives the other team a lead, you know you're kicking yourself a little bit. And how are you going to refocus now and get back into this game?
Yadier Molina will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. And that swung on and fouled straight back. Here's the pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. 3 runs already home here. Hit hard back up the middle, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
Well, he's not really fooling anybody so far out of that bullpen. Here's another hard hit ball. They're not going to get anything to show for it, but whatever he's throwing out there so far ain't working.
Johnny Peralta is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1. Now the pitch. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
And you kind of get the sense that his head isn't in it right now. You got to put all your concentration into that hitter. You can leave worrying about the pass for your film session tomorrow.
Fastball, and he's got to duck away for dear life there. You worry a little about things snowballing from here?
Well, you know, these are 2 teams that don't traditionally care for each other too much, so we've seen this go south before.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. But the Cards strike for 3, all coming courtesy of this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Cubs 1. Starlin Castro will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's the first offering. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
Well hit high in the air and deep to center field. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
And with the big lead, he can afford to take a few chances with that fastball. And here, this one works out for him because this is nothing more than an easy fly ball.
In is Jorge Soler. And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Moss will handle this one, and there are 2 away now.
And that's just one of the few balls that really hasn't taken off today. We've seen some balls really jump off the bat so far, but not there.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now a hard liner toward short, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Cubs are down in order. They're down 7-1. Colton Wong will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Second baseman, Colton Wong.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Travis Wood will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Number 37, Travis Wood. Now playing left field and batting in the 5th spot. Number 15, Chris Denorfia.
David Ross is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Now catching, number 3, David Ross.
Javier Baez is also into the ballgame now as he takes over at second.
Now playing second base, number 9, Javier Baez.
Swinging a grounder fouled off to the left. And now a pitch on the way. And a good pitch there as this ball sent out to straightaway central for Fowler. And he's got it for out number 1. A look there at the numbers for our 2 starters here today, with both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout. Matt Adams will dig in. He singled his last time around. First pitch coming. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. On to first, and there were 2 down.
How about this out of the bullpen? 3 pitches, 2 outs. Can't do a whole lot better than that.
Now the first pitch. Michael Waka is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
7 runs on 12 hits and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And the pitch. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're on top 7-1. Javier Baez will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Now here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike one. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Huh. He's feeling it now. I mean, this is turning into a clinic out there.
Pitch on the way. Good waste pitch, 1-2. Here comes Waka on a 1-2. And now a pitch swung on and lifted toward Holiday and straight away left. 1 down. There's a look at the inning-by-inning recap. 7-1 our score as we play the 8th inning of this one. Dexter Fowler will dig in. He doubled his last time. Now here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. 1-1 on the way. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
You just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set now.
Chris Bryant will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the battery.
First pitch on the way. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now. It appears we've seen a lot of indecisive feeling at bats so far here today.
And I think a lot of that comes from the way he's mixing his pitches. We've seen off-speed stuff and fastball counts, and we've seen him bust a fastball in when the guys are sitting back. It seems like they've just been guessing wrong all afternoon.
The 1-2. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Here's the 2-2 offering. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 7-1. John Jay will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th.
John Jay.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. This man out for his 2nd inning of work. Did a nice job getting him 1-2-3 last time around.
Yeah, but that was against the 7, 8, 9 guys. Things may be a little more difficult here now that he has to face the top 3 in the lineup.
Matt Carpenter will step in. Singled and came around to score his last time. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. Throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count. Now here's the ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Here's the sequence one more time on show track. He looks at strike 1, looks at strike 2. Now that pitcher's got a false sense of security, and he unloads on the 0-2 pitch. got all of that one.
The batter, left fielder, Matt Holliday.
Matt Holliday standing in now. Hard hit down the line. This is foul for the first strike. Now here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to short, and Holliday has a base hit.
Well, they haven't really needed him so far, but finally comes through here to wipe out that over in his fifth try.
Brandon Moss will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts, let's take you back to inning number 7, and a big blow here as his 3-run home run accounted for perhaps the biggest blow of the ball game. Denorfia comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
The batter, number 4, catcher,
Yadier Molina will try it again. He homered back in the 6th inning. First pitch coming. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. From the stretch. And that's in there as well, 0-2 now.
Well, you can tell he's trying to work that pitch away, but he might have left that one a little more over the plate than he intended.
Comes set, now the pitch. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cards get a run courtesy of Matt Carpenter. Last chance coming up here for the Cubs. It's the Cardinals 8 and the Cubs 1. Anthony Rizzo will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long, long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now, but hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
And he's right on the fastball there, hit pretty well out towards deep left. Holliday is there, 1 away.
This isn't always the way you want to play it here. I mean, it's late in the game, your guys are losing. It wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a pitch or two. Instead, he chases after the very first pitch, and it's an easy out.
David Ross comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. They can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. Now the 1-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard to the right side, but right to him out at second. As he'll hang on here to record the second out.
A story of the ball game right there, and that's how it goes sometimes in baseball. The hard hit balls find gloves, and the little dribblers find holes.
Into the box, Chris Denorfia. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Low and away with that one, it's 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1 and 2, you've got to be thinking right center field. He'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes...
And he'll make the catch here to end it, and the Cardinals have taken home field advantage right from the start. They claim game 1 on the road as this one is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
one more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Cardinals win it 8-1. So long from Wrigleyville.